Hello everyone, welcome to another lecture on using MeraTutor.AI. In this training session, we are going to cover many use cases about how you can use MeraTutor.AI Chatbot to learn literally anything from your school recommended textbook, or you're trying to learn any subject, no matter where you are on any device, anytime. So let us quickly open MeraTutor.AI. I am currently on the MeraTutor.AI dashboard. And the first use case that I'm going to today cover in this lecture would be learn anything and solve doubts using the Snip tool. So let's quickly go to courses, and I'm hoping that you were able to load your school recommended textbook to create a course, or for that matter, any PDF that you want to learn. So let me take you to one of the subjects that people find difficult. So mathematics for grade 8. This is my son's course book that I have uploaded to MeraTutor.ai, and I would want to go to algebraic expression chapter 8, and over here you can see we are on algebraic expression. This is the PDF that was uploaded. Now, in order to learn anything, your concepts must be very clear, right? And then you practice, and then you appear for exams and appear for practice worksheets. Everything can be done on MeraTutor.ai anytime, any place, on any device. Okay, so I'm going to show you the first things first, how you're gonna get a hold on the concept. So for example, in this book over here, we are talking about the concepts like this one. There's a key concept. So all we have to do is like use a snip tool, and we will be able to highlight whatever section we want to learn about, right? So for example, here, if I use the snip tool and click here, says addition and subtraction of algebraic expressions, all I have to do is click, and now I'm ready to send this as a prompt to the AI tutor, and I say explain in simple terms. So we'll start there. We'll hit the go button, and on the AI tutor bot that's to my right, you can see that the AI bot is explaining everything in a simpler way, right? So this is how you can ask n number of questions to the AI chatbot using MeraTutor.ai, and you don't need to fear judgment. You really don't care. Nobody is looking at you. It's all you. It's MeraTutor.ai helping you learn from your school recommended textbook. Now, what I would do is like, I read it, and if I don't understand it, I can keep on asking. So for example, I'll say, I still do not get it. Please make it simple for me. Yeah. So let's see what the AI does. So here again, the AI is trying to simplify the whole thing for me. For example, let's make it super simple. Imagine you are at a store and you want to buy three things. So you can see that, it's trying to explain the concept to you in a much more simpler way. So we're talking about algebraic and I always say that we need to ensure that the concept should be clear. So let's say you are in grade 8 trying to learn about algebraic expression, and probably you don't understand algebraic expression, right? No one's judging you here. You just can go and type, I am on algebraic expressions. Can you help me understand, like a newbie? Yeah. So what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to enforce one thing, that you can ensure that you are good concept wise when it comes to like any subject. So here we started with algebraic expression, but we can ask it any number of questions. So, it just starts with welcome to algebra. Think of algebra as a way to describe a story using math shorthand. So you can understand, your whole book now becomes interactive. You can ask any question, you can solve any of your doubts. And if you think that you need to start from a different level, that is also possible on MeraTutor.ai with this AI tutor bot right beside your school recommended textbook. So that is where learning is going to be transformed, because when you are in a class, in a group class, it's very difficult to get that personalized attention. And that's what we are making now possible on a platform like MeraTutor.ai. So you ask any number of questions, it just answers you just like that. So here you also can take a look at the related section. So based on my questioning, there are a lot of important and applicable questions being prescribed by the AI. For example, what is the difference between a variable and a constant? Can you give me an example of an expression with two terms, right? And they're all meaningful here. If I have to learn about algebraic expression, all I need to do is like click on these and get answers to those amazing questions, right? So also, while you are trying to learn this, so you can type in a prompt like, I want to practice these concepts. Let's play a quiz. Wait for my answer before moving to next question. I need 5 questions to test my understanding. So we are going to put that prompt, hit enter, and wait for the AI. And here you can see that the AI tutor bot is now providing us questions to play with. So question 1 is identifying parts. In the algebraic expression 7y plus 12, which part is the constant? I guess it is 12. So I'm going to type 12 and hit enter. And now you can see correct. 12 is the constant because it is a fixed number that doesn't have a letter attached to it. In the expression 4a minus 9, which part is the variable? So of course, I think 4a is the variable. I'm going to hit enter. And that is how we are going to ensure that we not only learn, we not only ask questions, but we also use MeraTutor AI bot to practice and build confidence as we learn literally anything, any subject. I'll show you how you can learn anything. So here, okay, my answer was not right. So it says not quite. Let's look closer. In the expression 4a minus 9, a is the variable, 4 is a coefficient. And this is how you're going to improve your learning outcomes with MeraTutor.ai. Okay, so this is how you can improve on your concepts on MeraTutor.ai. Also, you could practice, right? So in your books, there would be exercises. For example, here we have exercise 8.1, and probably you want to give it a try, and you tried it and you could not attempt it. You did not get the answers right, or maybe you got your answers, but you don't know if they're right or wrong, right? You don't have the answers, for example. What do? You come to MeraTutor.ai and you simply select any question that you want an answer to or step-by-step solution. And here I'm choosing exercise 8.1, question number 1, add the following. And here I can get a step-by-step solution. So I'm going to click on solve step by step and send it to the AI tutor bot. Let's wait for a moment. And in fraction of seconds, we get the answer to the question step by step. So this is a great way to practice the exercises in your school recommended textbook. Now, normally in India, for example, many students go to after school tuitions to just do this. You don't have to do that. You have an AI tutor at home, and all you need to do is self-study, self-learn. If you are a parent trying to help your child, this is how you could help your child. Let him practice while you have the answer ready to help him with the steps, right? There are many working parents out there who probably, don't have the time to teach their sons and daughter, and after a hard day's worth of work, when you are back, uh, it's simply not possible for you to crunch mathematics sum. So that is where, MeraTutor.ai gives you everything that you need to guide and teach your child. If you're a teacher, the same applies to you. So here you can see that we tried solving the problem, add the following, and this is the step by step answer. Not only that, you could also generate practice questions. So I need more practice questions like the above. And this is where it gets interesting, because first time the child understands from the AI, but then we want to ensure they truly got the concept, they truly understand how to solve the problem. And that's where you provide them practice question. So I need more practice like above. I say 2 questions, and the AI will be able to generate practice questions based on what we just read. Okay, so here is a practice question. Subtract this from this, and of course, it did provide the solution. You can say, I don't want the solution. It will provide you just the question. Yeah, so this is how you are gonna learn literally anything. Similar to this, any subject, any type of question, AI can solve it for us. For example, here there is, there are HOTS question, like what they ask in the CBSE, and there may be some multiple choice question as well. And for example, let me try and pick a difficult one. Yeah, so number 3, and we are going to select that one again and say answer in short, because not all the time I need a long answer. So I say answer in short, and let's wait. There you go, you have the answer in short, and you got the final result. So this is how you can get help literally on anything. You could also do many more things on the chatbot, which we are going to learn in the same video. So just stay with me. You can always pause this video and practice on your subscription on MeraTutor.AI. So with that, I'm going to also show you, many more use cases. For now, we have covered learning anything and solving doubts with MeraTutor.AI Chatbot. We also learned how to get help on homework on MeraTutor.ai. Now we are going to learn about practicing and revising for exams. Now, in exam time, we want to practice. So for example, here we have exercise 8.4. First things first, we want to ensure that we have completed this exercise and we know how to solve each of these problems. So come to MeraTutor.ai and solve each of these questions with ease. So that is step number 1. Step number 2 is practice. And this is where, MeraTutor.ai does a wonderful job trying to help you with practice. For example, I want to practice exercise 8.4. Right here, there's something we call the PDF mode. I'll explain you in detail what it is, but you can enable the PDF mode. Now, what essentially happens here is this whole PDF that you uploaded is now understood by the AI. If you don't enable it, you just need to use the Snip tool. But if you want the whole PDF's information and context to be sent to the AI, especially for subjects like English, just enable the PDF mode. And once you do that, I'm gonna put in a prompt like, I need 10 questions similar to exercise 8.4 to practice, right? So I'm going to hit that, and now AI is going to generate questions similar to exercise 8.4 and provide us those questions which the students can practice, or the parents or teacher could provide it to the student for practice, right? So for example, here you can see that the practice questions of multiplications of polynomials are all in here, like question number 1 to 10. So it did not provide us the answers, just the question. Now imagine you also want the answers, because after you attempted, you want to match make sure that your answers were correct, you can click on quote and you say, I want answers to all questions, and hit enter, and you will have the answers to all the questions which you can match. So here you can see we did provide the answers to all the 10 questions just like that in matter of few seconds, and you can match that to your practice attempts. So it's an amazing way to practice for your upcoming exam. Step one is, you learn, and step two is like practice. Step three is practice and practice and practice, right? So that would be all on the subject on practicing and revision for exams. Now I want to show you another interesting feature on MeraTutor.ai. Let's go to a different subject, which would be, in this case, we'll go to English. So in India and many other countries, people struggle with English. It's a foreign language after all. So let me take you to the English literature course for my son. And I would want us to go to a poem called Daffodils. Yep, it's here. So for English, I would recommend that you turn on the PDF mode. So my PDF mode is turned on, so which means that this whole PDF is now understood by MeraTutor.AI Chatbot. So here, I want to show you what different things you could do on a subject like English. So I can ask AI how it can help me. So as an English guide slash tutor, how can you help me on this chapter? So I'm going to press enter, and you will see the different use cases that we can cover on a topic like English. It can literally help you understand the whole poem line by line, and also let's look at these. Okay, it can help us with the poem analysis. It can explain the meaning of each stanza, helping understand the poet moves from feeling loneliness to, okay, I'll let you read it. Vocabulary support. So it can be used for new word selection section, literary devices, exercise guidance, and whatnot. So let me show you. I'm going to ask it to help me understand the first stanza. Understand the first stanza line by line. Yeah. So I'm going to send it to the AI and then wait for a moment. And just like that, you can see that it was able to provide us an output where it goes through each line. Like, I wandered lonely as a cloud. The poet uses a simile to compare himself to a cloud, and it just explains you line by line like your English tutor would. So that's like amazing, and there's no stopping you learning English. And then of course we have the related questions, which I have always vouched for. They're really, really important, and you should look into them. Well, I'll show you another use case where I say, help me prepare for a spelling test for this chapter, right? So what it would do is like list down all the important words of this poem, and let's look at them. Yeah, so these are all the important words like daffodils, wonder, continuous, brightly, and you can practice them for a spelling test. And of course you can get help on the back exercise questions. For example, if I go to the back exercises, complete the following answers, all I have to do is like use the Snip tool and select the questions you want answer to, and I say answer in short, and send it to the AI chatbot, and you can get answers to these questions just like that, right? So interesting way to learn now, and it is, you don't need anyone to be around. It's all you. It's MeraTutor.AI, your school recommended textbook, and you start learning, right? So interesting. Let's quickly move to another use case that would be learning a foreign language like French. CBSE has French and maybe other languages. So my son had French, and this is what he used to do. So let me open the book for French. So French for grade 8. So we have French out here. I'm going to chapter 3. And in chapter 3, it's all written in French, and I don't know French, but I'll try. So let's see what we do here. So the PDF mode is turned on. So I'm going to ask it, explain me page 1. I am not a native French speaker, right? So I'm going to put it as prompt to the AI chatbot and see what it throws back to us. So you can see that it was able to provide us the output mostly in English because I told I'm not a native French speaker. So it says, welcome to chapter 3. It introduces us to two cousins, Sophia and Maria. So you can see that, you can literally learn any language using MeraTutor.AI. So right now, this is all in English. So it gives you the meaning of certain words in English. If you want to learn in French, or that possibility is there, you could change the language, and we are going to talk about it in a different video, how you could change the language of the AI tutor bot. But for now, I wanted to show this to you. We can go to the back exercises, like I guess this one. So just let me find, okay, so we got a back exercise like this one. And if we try to answer them, for example, let me choose this and say answer in short. It will be able to provide us the required answers. Yeah, so we got the answers for the French subject, just like that. Yeah, very quickly, I'm gonna open the Hindi grammar. So a lot of students in India try to learn Hindi will go to Visheshan, and over here also we could ask AI to help us learn Hindi. If you are more comfortable in English, you can learn Hindi alongside English on MeraTutor.AI. And for that, we are going to say, with the PDF mode on, I can say explain page 1. So that's all I need to do, explain page 1. So you just need to talk to the AI, in any language and version you are comfortable with, and it should be able to help you. For example, right here, you can see we are making things simple by using English and Hindi. So here, definition of Visheshan. A Visheshan is defined as a word that describes or tells the speciality of a noun, Sangya. So you can see, like, we are using English, we are using Hindi to learn Hindi. If you want to only use Hindi, that is also possible. I'll cover that in another video. The point is that, you may be facing problem with a particular subject. It's all going to be easy with MeraTutor. Again, I'll go to the back exercise just to show you that we can solve any question across languages and any subject using MeraTutor.ai. So I'm going to say answer in short to these fill in the blanks question, for example, and AI should be able to help us answer those questions. Yep. So there you go. So we have the answers to the questions that I just asked. And of course, you can, ask AI to build you more questions for practice, ask any doubt, spelling test, all of that is still possible on Hindi, right? So this is how you are gonna learn literally any language across subjects on MeraTutor.ai. AI. Also, I want to show you few more features or use cases before I hang up. Certain times there are questions that like go to the next page. If you want to snip, two pages at one time, you have to click on Snip Tool. And as I click on Snip Tool, you see that, there's an option down below the first page that says show next page. So let me click on the show new page. Just give me a moment. Right. So probably we'll just cover this section in another video. I think there is some problem with my system right here. So we are going to skip that for now. And also, the last but not the least, I'm going to show you an interesting feature. If you go to the home page, you could get all the NCERT courses downloaded on MeraTutor.AI and start learning. We don't store any of the NCERT courses on our platform because I don't think we can do that. But we allow students to kind of download the NCERT courses. I need to log in back to MeraTutor.ai, which I will. And once I log in, I'll show you how to use it. So right here, if you come to the home page, right here, you can click on Get NCERT Courses. There is this option. If you click on that, you can select your grade. I'm going to click on grade 8, for example. And over here, you have Hindi, Mathematics, Science, and you could click on Import Courses. Before importing, if you want to view it, you can also view it this way. And then you click on Import Courses, agree and add course. It takes few seconds, and then you can see this book on your library, and you can start learning using the NCERT recommended book. So I think it's done. So I'm going to go to courses, and right here you can see I just downloaded mathematics. So this is how it looks. If you click on it, it just get all the chapters arranged. And if you click on one of these chapters, the book is right here in front of you on MeraTutor.ai alongside your personal AI tutor, and you can start learning. Well, thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope that you learned everything you wanted to using MeraTutor.ai on your school recommended textbook. I can't wait for you to sign up into MeraTutor.ai and start exploring all these different use cases. And until next video, thank you so much.